Hello, children. Let us continue our remaining chapter in the second part of the video. In the previous, we have discussed up to what diversity add in our life. This point we have discussed. So, in this video, later part of the chapter, we will discuss. I have just made this video or this slide in the short form so that you should have bit you can understand it in a little easy manner. So in this video we will try to understand diversity in India. So India is a land of diversity, often you have heard. So how it is a land of diversity, let us try to understand that. If you see India or our country from different point of view, then so many things you will come to know, or you already know this. Just we need to organize this point, that how it can be seen as a or classified or clubbed in the form of diversity, that we need to understand. If you see India geographically, then see the topography of India is different from one place to another place. Now what is topography? Topography is surface or outlook of an area. So see the landforms that is found in India. Some part of the country are having a mountains, some part of country are plain, some are having deserts, some are having plateaus, some part of the country is having an island. So in this way, India have a different landforms, a different pattern of land, which make it differ from one place to another place. So this is also can be added in the our what called diversity. This is what are differences that we see naturally that existed. Another point, if you see the food habits of the people living in the country. Take our state, eastern part of the state, its food habit. The food habit, the people of Arunachal, what they practices or what they have is quite different than the food habit with the people of Gujarat or Rajasthan. So if we visit different part of the country, people have different food habit style. This is also one variations, this is also one differences which make us unique, Now like the same, if you see dress, people have different dressing style. As we dress up in the state of Arunachal Pradesh, this dressing style is quite different compared with the rest part of the India. You see the dress culture of Jammu and Kashmir, see the dress culture of Gujarat, see the dress culture of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan. It's quite different in compare with the dress culture of eastern states like Arunachal, like Assam, like Nagaland, um, like that, Mizoram. So this is also one kind of diversity we can see. The festivals, people, India is a land of a festival, and every people, every community living in our country, they have a different ways of organizing or practicing or celebrating these festivals and the rituals. It's different food items on the different occasions, you see, and the different festival that is being practices in a different part of the country. People have a different uh, food stuff to eat on these festivals. They have different ways, right? In the same way, religious practices. Our country, if you see the every religion or religion people, every religious follower people, they are living in our country. The people living in the country practices different religion, right from Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Jainism, Buddhism, along with various other indigenous practices. Even then, people live peacefully. Even then, people respect each other. So, in one country, when people live such a uncountable identities based on their geography, food habits, dress, festivals, religious practices, that makes India a land of diversity, land of variations, differences. Then, based on the point, we just discussed the diversity, as just now we have discussed that so many religious practices are being followed in our country. Even then, people live very peacefully, very happily. Do you know one very big important or big note or big point on this chapter? India is only a land where real secularism is being practiced. That's why people coming out from any cultural background, any based on their linguistic background, religious background, are treated equally. Everyone are given equal respect. No one is getting discriminated. No doubt, some ups and downs or some sorts of conflict you may see at the minor local level. But if you take this point as a nation as a whole, then you'll find that this is only a country which tolerate every people, which respect every religion, which tolerate every religious follower, respect everyone's customs and traditions. So basically, when we see that when people live with such a uncountable identities, uncountable differences, which are based on the geography, which are based on their food habit, which are based on the dress they wear, the festivals they follow practices, or the religious practices which people follow, that makes India as a land of diversity. Now, based on this discussion, can we explain diversity? Then what is it? What is the meaning of diversity? Then let us see. Differences or variations based on our appearance as we live, regions, language, culture and tradition, religion, food habits, dressing style, and many more with what we live is called as diversity. Okay, is called as diversity. Now, it is said that unity in diversity. So many people, they come to our country, do you know, not to see the beauty of this country only. There are so many such aspects which we don't take it seriously, or which we don't bother, which we don't care. People from Germany, from Russia, from Britain, or different part of the world, they are coming to India. So do you think they are coming to India just to see its natural beauty? Do you think that French don't have a beautiful cities or places in compared to our country? But exactly what make India beautiful is its unity in diversity. In the previous video or previous slides, we have discussed just now that people live with so many differences. These differences are, just to see once again, you see, these differences are based on the appearance, the regions, language, culture and tradition, religion, food habits, dressing style, and many more. People live with this many differences. Do you know, despite of these differences based on our appearance, regions, language, cultures and tradition, food habits, many more, we live with the feeling of love, brotherhood, and one among which one among many, which creates the sense of unity in diversity. Means what we are exactly, we follow that, but along with that, we are never disrespecting others' emotions. That's make people live uncountable differences, but apart from that, people live with so many with the feelings of oneness. They care each other, they love each other, they respect each other. Despite of having this many kind of differences, they try to come closer to each other in their crisis. Whenever some problems arise at our society, ultimately the society as a whole try to take up these problems, and that is what called as what, unity in diversity. The real meaning is what, though we may look different with all these aspects, based on all this aspect, but we live as a one. We live with the feeling of brotherhood, we live with the feeling of oneness as an Indian. Wholesome, that idea is called what, unity in diversity. Okay, so I hope you have understand this explanation, and now I will assign you a small work. You all have a test book. I want you to read out the text once, and two character you will find there. One is Samir, and you need to write which character you like and why, and try to solve the textual questions also. And if you have any problem, you can call me. Thank you, and take care of yourself very well once again. Bye. Have a nice day ahead.